Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Ulfgarður, and this is kind of a continuation of the previous stream, just because I just ended one from playing some Dead by. Hold on. Let me turn this down for you. It's still loud for me, but I'll try not to be shouting at you. Um, but yes, we just finished up a stream of some Dead by Daylight, which we usually play. But the internet and or my computer were being a little more fussy than I would have cared to, but I still had planned to stream some more. So we are mixing it up. We're playing a game we haven't done on this channel before, and we're kind of taking a complete different turn as far as genre of games played. Because so far the channel has seen, multiplayer horror, uh, exploration and survival, zombie mix of all of these things. And we're just going with some nice chill vibes for the rest of the stream tonight. So let me go ahead. My auto detect did not actually uh, do this quite correctly. So there we go. Yes. So now we are going to be playing Planet Zoo. I love this game. I haven't played it in a while, but I think it is a very fun and fulfilling, just nice chill game. So, we're just gonna hang out. Like, we're not even gonna try and do a competitive scenario zoo, or I almost always just play a franchise because I like the connectedness of it all. But we're just gonna vibe. We're gonna just play a sandbox and not have to worry about stuff except what we want to do. So, we're gonna start a new one. Excuse me. So, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Caught COVID at the beginning of the month, or rather, COVID caught me, and like definitely better, but there's a couple things that still just like linger. So uh, every now and then I just kind of get a cough or a sneeze or something weird. But anyway, back to the zoo. So let's see. We could pick a specific part of the world or just a biome, and it'll plop us somewhere. So let's see. I tend to like grasslands. I'm curious, where is it going to put us for grasslands in Africa? I can't, huh. I thought I could poke around to look, but I think that's South Africa. That's weird. That is like the worst angle. Okay, no, we're not gonna. Nope. Okay, so that was in India. I would imagine somewhere down there is probably where we were in Africa. In Europe for grassland, I would bet that's temperate. I would bet either Spain or somewhere over here in Eastern Europe, or yeah, Eastern Europe. There's, I forget how much of the Amazon could be considered grassland. Let's see. I'm trying to think of where we might want to go. That's really not going to matter too much, but I like, doing something fun. It's boring to just go to the same old place. So let's go. You know what? We're gonna go to the Middle East, to some grasslands there. I mean, what difficulty? I'm on sandbox mode. Animals never get bored. Guests won't request refunds. I've never seen that happen, even not playing. Uh, 5-star guest rating happiness. Okay, all right. We'll go with medium. I'm not trying to push anything, but we still want to, make some progress and feel like we earned it. So, terrain type. Oh, I forgot they added these. Some of them get really weird. Uh, let's go with sculpted. I don't know what that looks like, but we'll work with it, whatever it is. So we need a name. Let's just do Chill Stream Zoo, because we're just chilling out in this stream. And that's all we're going for. Thought I heard a noise. Thought maybe we had a visit from our friend Frogdoor on the window here. Frogdoor periodically likes to hop on, and if I'm better about leaving the blinds on at night, the bugs come, and then Frogdoor comes shortly after. Now this is a bit interesting to me though, because I have a chat thing that I can see on screen when I'm playing on this computer, because I don't have dual monitors on this computer. I just have one big TV. And usually I can see chat just right there off to the side. And for some reason, it's not wanting to show up over this game in particular. Oh, oh no. Oh, that's probably why. Okay. Sorry. I think it's a settings thing. I think the hotkeys that I use to pull that menu up are a little wrong. So I'm going to see if I can't fix that real quick. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this though. So don't worry. Controls. Wow, if I could just read the damn thing. Mouse controls. I don't. I mean, it's not, but path edit. Menu shortcuts, I think is where it was. Okay. F9 is the one I need. So, rebind. I don't know. F11? Will that work? Okay. Oh, crap. Okay. Apply. Okay. Now we'll see if I press my button if it comes up right. Nope. Still not. But, uh, do not fear. I have chat open on my phone so I can see when you send a message, and I will still respond. But hey, look at this. This isn't too shabby. I like this terrain. Before they had the ability uh, to select some terrain at the start of a new zoo. I'm gonna have to relearn the navigation controls on this one, so sorry. Uh, okay, there we go. Yeah, it used to be all flat, so if you wanted terrain like this to give some really cool just ambiance and environment to your zoo, you had to hand sculpt all of it. One of my franchise zoos, I tried to get ambitious and build a mountain that had like terraces for exhibits going up and around it and then had paths going all the way around. This computer can barely run that map anymore with all the things to keep track of the guests and the animals and the terrain modifications that I made. It's intense. Um, but yeah, good times, good times. Okay. So, if you, like me, played computer games back in, like the 90s, uh, you may remember Zoo Tycoon. It was a big game back in the day. At least I believe it was. It was a big game in my life, if nothing else. But just just like Roller Coaster Tycoon, it was made by the same people, and this is made by the same people. Uh, they made Planet Coaster a few years back um, as a reboot to Roller Coaster Tycoon, and they made Planet Zoo as the revitalization of Zoo Tycoon, which I loved. When I heard this was coming out, I didn't even realize it was the same people. But we need to build some paths first, so let's figure out what paths we might want. Do we want to pave it? Do we want an au naturel look? Tree bark? Nah. We're in a grassland. We're in a grassland, so let's celebrate some grass, huh? We'll just let people walk through it. We'll do the au naturel route. We're gonna fix all this. We don't want any pavement in here. Obstructed? What do you mean obstructed? Fine, I can't change that. It's bookers want to ruin my designs. It's rude. Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna align to grid. The one of my biggest struggles in this game still is pathing. Just building paths. It gets finicky after a point if you're trying to do it around anything that's not perfectly flat terrain. So uh, I am not feeling, the straight line down the middle. So let's make some branches off. We've got, yeah, that's vaguely symmetrical. We don't need to be symmetrical all the time, but I like to use it just as a basic start. Let's see. Hey, Spence, just passive watching tonight while you game with friends. That's awesome. I appreciate you being here and just hanging out. That's the whole point of this stream and this game right now is just we're just chilling. So I hope you and your friends are having fun with whatever game or games y'all are playing tonight. Let's see. There's oh no. Again, it's been a hot minute, so I have to relearn some of the controls. There is okay, it is just that. I want to move you. Okay. These these are fun trees. I like these trees. Um, but one of the things that's really fun about this game, if you don't know it, is the devs put out a free update every time that is like content stuff. Every time they put out a new DLC, which they've done quite a few times, and they're usually pretty fun. The most recent DLC that they put out is a conservation pack. So it's animals that are really either are on the verge of extinction, or I think there might be one or two in there that have very, very, very recently become actually extinct, um, which is a travesty. And so they put together some packs to really try just, promoting awareness for some of these animals. And one of the cool things about that pack that I love is as much as I am a big animal person, I'm also uh, I was also a forestry student, and I work with livestock that eats invasive plant vegetation is my job. Um, so sorry, I'm not really accomplishing anything while I talk. I'll finish my story and I'll get to playing the game. But they put out with this conservation pack. It's a ton of new plants, uh, protected, endangered plant species to decorate your zoo with. Put in displays, put in with animals, and I thought that was really freaking cool. So I'm gonna try and explore that. I'm pretty sure that when it came out, I bought that pack, and I haven't really done much with it. Um, but yeah, so we're just doing a sandbox. We have unlimited conservation credits and money, so we're just here to play around and have fun. Uh, so we need to figure out where do we want to start. I usually like starting with let's do one. I know what we need. Every zoo, Pez has me try or has me put in African wild dogs. African wild dogs are so cool. I feel like they're an underappreciated animal. I'm not going to read everything about them, um, but they're a ton of fun. If you play D&D, which, as far as I am aware, most of you in chat probably do, um, if you are familiar with the shifter race in 5th edition D&D, uh, one of Pez's characters in my campaign was a shifter that was based on an African wild dog. And it was a whole tribe of shifters that worked with social dynamics related to their inner beast that they manifest as a shifter. Um, and so having her come up with all of these backstory ideas and helping develop this culture that this character comes from through the lens of both a nomadic uh, by choice, primitive nomadic society that also incorporates social structure and dynamics that is a little more like the animals that they're based off of, like figuring out what sort of animalistic personalities would kind of go together in a community like this, or what wouldn't work. So maybe they're a different tribe elsewhere. Um, and all of that just to help flesh out her character that is a very social creature, and its inspiration as an African wild dog is, can you tell we like this animal? So I need to refresh myself on some of their needs because they'll do grassland, so this is a good natural space for them, but they need a lot of space. Holy cow. And this is for one adult. How many, what's their social requirement? I should start with that. Okay, you can start with two. And these things breed pretty fast in captivity, so we'll get those numbers up beyond two pretty quick. But I need a grade two fence, at least 4 and some change feet tall. Temperature we should be good with naturally. They don't need any sort of like water, so we're good. We can work with that. One-way glass, just so when people come in to view them, they don't get overwhelmed. Do we want an angle snap? Yeah, let's do an angle snap because I'm boring like that. We'll just keep it simple for now. But we're going to make some biggins. Yeah, let's go third from the end, since this is symmetrical. Hey, look at that. That's close enough. Yep, and blacked out so that the crowds don't scare them. But only blacked out on one side so that the crowds can see them. Oh, there we go. Okay. We need a gate so that the game knows that this is a creature habitat. So let's put that here in the back. Uh, we'll put it here. Okay. We'll go ahead and name this. Taheen is Pez's D&D character inspired by this animal. There's no H in it. Okay, gotta check my chat because somebody else is. Yeah, thanks, Rad. You haven't met this character yet, but I feel like you would very, very much like her. She's she is a very well developed character. Pez is prone to those. But I am gonna need an additional pathing tile just to be able to get stuff around the side of this because I did not do that quite properly. And Rad, if you love lore dumps, oh boy, for you don't know a lot of the stuff about my D&D world yet, so yeah. Oh, you do know Taheen. Do you know Taheen? You must know Taheen. I mean, you know her name. I don't remember Taheen coming up, but yeah, cool. Taheen's very fun. I'm sure you and Pez have probably just chatted about Taheen before. Okay, so we're not going to align to grid. Nope, stop, stop. I want it to be there. Damn it. Okay, so uh, we're going to do one more in each direction. Fine. Okay, now deselect our grid and we can slide a little bit. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a long road. Long, long road. If anybody gets that reference, I only recently became aware of it. But oh boy, what a piece of marketing history. I guess we are not quite fully symmetrical because that doesn't quite flow. But hey, that's okay. We'll get there in the end. No, I do want the angle snap though. Angles make this easy when you're starting out because they're the zoos people build in this game are incredible. If you look at community creations, there are people that do all sorts of stuff. I am not nearly that exciting, especially when you're just on flat ground. I tend to do mostly simple squares to get started and all of that. It's just I'm not sure if it's I think some of it is probably just an ADHD thing of mine, but kind of the flip side of ADHD where it's uh I guess there are plenty of distractions, but like I just have never gotten the hang of it. I can never really try and do all the fancy stuff this game is capable of and really make it work ever. Yeah, the long man. I only became aware of that a couple months ago. Did share some art of Tahin. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I do love the art that's been done for Tahin. The artist who did those portraits was very good. Okay, so but they can't. The crowds can't get up here, so we'll go ahead and give them a little bit. No, that's not great. Let's redo that. Let's put it on a grid. It'll look better. Okay. But it for some reason doesn't want to work on that. Okay. That's yeah. This is when pathing gets really weird in this game, but that's okay. We can work with it, I guess. It might just no. It's gonna bug me. It is 100% gonna bug me. I was gonna say we can just live and let live, but I can't. I'm too much a perfectionist for that, which was an interesting realization I did not know I was guilty of, being a perfectionist. But I got called out on it and was like, "Oh shit, you right." All right, that's good enough. We'll just give a normal little staff path. What color do we think our staff path should be? We're in this wonderful what? It's making sounds like I'm putting down road, but I don't believe I am. Okay. Uh, I say let's go with this kind of blue-gray. Good gracious, that is not the right path. Yeah, let's go blue-gray. That is okay. Mm, that was wild. Okay, so now we get to the fun part. Let's design some of the habitat for these folks. Let's go to the actual habitat tab. As I say, we're going to design habitat. Oh, the burrows are cool. So these are fairly new. I think these are from the last free update before the most recent one. Um, but certain animals have a burrow behavior where you put in these things and they use them. They count for shelter because animals all have shelter needs. Um, so certain things like badgers, I think prairie dogs or meerkats will use them too. But they'll actually go down in there and kind of dig around and stuff. But they have cameras. Like if you place this burrow, it it just has a camera in it, so you can actually like broadcast on a huge freaking TV for guests to see and for you to watch. Just what the animals are doing in the burrow, which I thought was super cool. I think it counts for either guest education or maybe for marketing to have that going. And it's just they really added some cool little details like that to really help it feel like a modern zoo. And they've added a lot of aquatic stuff, which is good. But first up, there's too many options here. Food and water. That's a. What are you? Oh, the whole beaver habitat. I can't read. The whole badger habitat I built in my last zoo. I forgot I saved it. Okay, but we need to specify what species we're working with. That's going to make our lives a lot easier. Wild dogs. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's see. They are going to want water. Let's give them a pipe. The pipes are easy. So if you have the troughs like this, or if you have like a pond, they'll drink out of ponds too. But for those, you need a filtration system. That is money you don't need to spend because if they don't have a need for swimming space, the pipe doesn't need any sort of treatment or temperature regulation or anything. It is just one and done, and it is so convenient. Let's see, but small food trays. Who's gonna feed a dog on a small food tray? I certainly don't. If I had a pack of them, it would not be small. All right, so we got that. I don't think we're gonna need a heater. Uh, feeding. Okay, yeah. Just because this is peak environment for them. We need a good shelter though. If the construction capabilities in this game are nuts. Uh, this construction tab is full. It is an entire chapter of content in this game just to be able to create things from scratch. I enjoy doing it from time to time. I'm not going to do it this time. If you guys are enjoying this stream and just hanging out in this game, I will probably stream it again in the future because it's just a fun little hangout space. But I might work some more on construction stuff then. But uh, currently, we're just here to have fun and be chill. So I'm not going to put a ton of effort into building from scratch. But that's Australia. Do we want? I'm not feeling that one. I'm not feeling that one. What do we got? That's South American. I guess we don't have a an Africa specific shelter for them. Metal is boring. I like the logs a lot, but I also like this one. Let's do this one. You know, they're a savanna creature. They want some open air. They don't want walls. I've already given them enough of those. Speaking of which, are my walls tall enough? I did not check that. I probably should. Oh yeah, they're plenty tall. Okay, good. All right, so we got the boring stuff. No, we're not on to nature. We need some enrichment items for these puppers. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. I love this is a little thing I don't need to do, but I love to do. So we are going to do a push and just do a little pushing over here. And then we're going to make a little pond, even though I said I wasn't gonna, because I am going to skip ahead. I'm going out of order now because I forgot that this is an option for them and I got excited. Okay, so we want it's weird to me because in the habitat section you can search for specific animals and what works for them. But as you go to nature, you don't get that. You have to know and look into, all right, what continents are can this animal be compatible with, as well as what environments. So for the African wild dog, it's weird. I always call them painted dogs. That's just what I learned them as, but apparently a lot of people know them more as wild dogs. But anyway, they are a desert and grassland, and they are in Africa, and that's really all we need to know, I think. Because I want grass or bushes. Common reeds, that's not quite it. Come on, where are you? Grass? There we go. I think this is one of the new grasses. I don't recognize it. A fever tree. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. It comes in green or yellow. Rad, this is for you. If you like lore dumps, there's an entire section in my homebrew world for D&D that has grass yellow like this. That's wheat colored grass. Just that is its color. There is some green grass, but it's mostly this. And it's where most of the campaign for that time, that era in my world's timeline has taken place. Uh, and it's just fun. I just think it's neat. So let's do a large. And it's possible the dogs may not actually like this at all. When we get them in here, even though it is the right like continent and biome stuff, they may well just be like, I don't want that plant. So then we'll have to adjust, but that's okay. Oh gosh, I don't want grass that tall. Good heavens, that is a bit intense. King protect. Ooh, those are pretty. We're just gonna put those. The guests might not be able to see over them super well, but it'll do. They're just pretty. Nettle. Okay, that nettle will probably work okay. Yeah. All right. Oh no. Oh no. My nine my 90 degrees perpendicular nettle. You know, that one everybody knows. Oh, God, I'm already finding some of the cool new plants. Oh man, can you tell I enjoy nature? I'm nerding out to this stuff already. It doesn't take long. That's one of the reasons I love this game. And there's probably more we could do, but let's. Those are some very tall aloe plants. Not quite what I had in mind. African daisies. Maybe they'll like some daisies, you know. Because what's about to happen here is gonna need some pretty stuff around it, because it's gonna get gnarly. Because they have a toy zebra at the watering hole that they will attack. And I do believe that is a feeding enrichment. Yeah, so there's actually like food in there. So they will hunt and stalk this thing, and they will attack it, and we can watch them do it. It's a ton of fun. Um, I can't say that I remember watching the dogs do it really as much. I watch a lot of the big cats deal with those sorts of things. The rotation line feeder's fun. There's just a bag on it, and they jump and latch onto it like you see pit bulls and TikToks do, and people just swing them around. And that's all they do is they just swing around on this little thing. And then a doggo ball, because every doggo needs a ball. And those are all feeders, food enrichment. So we don't. The prey scented sack is also a good one. I'll put you there. Try and spread it out. Since this is a big enclosure, guests, even along the very edge here, can see them in here, but they'll still be like, I can't see them very well because they're not close enough. So we try and spread out the toys near the fences so that, people get what they pay for. And the dogs don't really care about climbing. So that's fine. Ice ball. Chew toy. Yeah, we want chew toys. Hell yeah. Look at this. We're coming along. All right. And we already did some of the plants, but now let's do some trees for fun stuff. An Aleppo pine. I know they don't like a ton of trees. Like they are calling them a savanna animal is generous, if I recall correctly. They are very much a minimal trees, give me all the grass. Candelabra trees are fun. Where's the bigger one? Hey, look at that weird thing. Look at this. And they actually they do a good job of making trees look like how they do in real life as far as, like some of the textures are a little silly, but they're still good. They don't want palm trees. What am I doing? Ooh, yes. All right, all right. So I neglected. I gave Red a prompt for discussion, and then I didn't go. One thing you were venting about to a player, all the world building stuff you wanted to do. He told me I was doing too much. Ho ho ho. Rad, if you have that kind of player in your game, you don't want that kind of player in your game. I say this as a joke, but yeah. As, if you want to build a homebrew world, I say go into all the detail you want, as long as it's still fun. Like I have been chipping away at this homebrew world of mine for over 6 years now, and there's still tons to add. And it has very much been an ADHD production of all right, what are we going to work on this time? Okay, what are the constellations like? Since that's a thing you discussed in Discord, or this one culture, what are their identifiable cuisines that other people know them for? Like all over the place. Pez and I have a great time just thinking up what questions could be answered. And half of this stuff we come up with is never going to make it into a game because a lot of it's for parts of the world the players never go to and probably won't. But it's still there and it's still fun and it adds detail to be able to, give news from some other part of the world because you actually kind of know what's important, what news would they be sharing with outsiders, sort of stuff. Anyway, that being said, flashing back to our Dead by Daylight stream with the my stint in Spanish that Pez had me do, which is a loyalty reward points for those of you who are fairly new to the stream. One of the higher loyalty rewards you can save up for is I can only speak in Spanish for 5 minutes. And that got redeemed for the first time in the previous stream. But this tree, a cork oak, is really, really cool. I won't go into all the details as to why, but this tree is kind of renowned in Spain in particular because there's a facet of agriculture in Spain that involves them heavily. If you've ever heard of Iberian pork, um, it's under those trees. It's the acorns of those trees that make the most expensive pork product in the world. Uh, and they have entire huge ranges of grass and trees that are just cork oaks, and they set pigs underneath them to eat the acorns as a finish before they get sent for butchering and processing. Uh, and I just think they're super cool. Like they're handsome trees. Like look at these handsome fellas and gals. Look at them. They got such character. It's not like a bur oak of character. All right, nothing is. Bur oaks are the epitome of character in an arboreal species, but like it's just gorgeous. But anyway, that's probably enough. And man, I can tell my medication's worn off because I am all over the place. Y'all are in for it tonight. Um, I mean, we'll need buildings, but not quite yet. Y'all are here for animals. So, God, what buttons do I need to press to get some animals? Oh, I need to build buildings to get some animals. That's right. It's been a minute. Okay. So we have that ready, but we need handler facilities. And we can't have the handler facilities too close to the guest paths because the guests complain for some reason. Oh, it's unsightly. Like you can make them absolutely gorgeous environments around your keeper huts and stuff, but man, people get fussy about it. All right, I gotta catch up on chat because I've been ranting. Getting hung up on creating details on regions and its inhabitants, like what kind of monsters and beasties would reside in them. Then for the humanoids, want to take into consideration different types of humors, the foods, music, what they think is weird or funny. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that type of agriculture in Spain with the pork and the cork oaks is called a dehesa, and it's one of the inspirations that got me early on into wanting to build an agroforestry farm, which is what I'm slowly chipping away at out here with my goats and everything else. But anyways, animals and facilities. So we need staff facilities. Let's see, let's get some fun ones. We're doing grassland, and we have Africa somewhere. We could do Africa specific, or we could just do some sort of culture agnostic. The general culture agnostic is kind of boring. It's just gray with corrugated metal. The South America ones are pretty fun. The New World is cool. I like the looks of those. India's fun. The European stuff is new. That's in one of the more recent packs I haven't played a lot with. The classic ones are all just brick. There's Australia. There's Arctic. I like the Arctic. Uh, Big surprise. I mean, look at this stuff. It is very Scandinavian and like Northeastern European inspired, and I love it. They did a cool job with the designs. Like some of them are a little later than my period in Scandinavian history and architecture, but like that's still just gorgeous in my book. Anyways, again, so we want keeper huts are the first thing because we need somebody to take care of these things once we get them. There's a staff room. We'll go ahead and put an African staff room in. Oh, where's the actual door? There you are. There you are. Okay. So what we're gonna do, what I like to do is we're gonna have a little keeper village where no guests can actually walk because they'll just walk through the place and complain about being too close to stuff. So we're just gonna have one long keeper village, and it's gonna kind of be a hub to the. Okay. All right. Oh, no, stop. Nope, that's the wrong. Okay, there we go. We'll do the path first, at least the main central path that everything will connect to. So we'll have that. That is way too long. We definitely don't need that. Okay. We'll do like maybe one more. Okay. And then we can build off from there as needed. So facilities. Where were we? We were... No, we want a large staff room. For our large staff. That does not mean number. They are all gargantuan individuals. There is a hiring bias. Um, okay, Streamlabs says I have an ad break coming up. I'm gonna try and I just now noticed it, and that thing is not timed up, and I really need to do some more work to make that happen. So I'm gonna try and hit snooze, and we'll see if it helps. Last time, previous stream, it absolutely just didn't help. But it is what it is. Okay. So we have that research center, quarantine. That's the one we want. Well, one of them. Is that going to be too close? I don't think so. Okay, keeper hut. We want that to be close to the animals. Workshop, veterinary surgery. There's the trade center. The trade center is the one we need to actually get animals. And then a vet surgery for in case anybody has any health concerns. We don't really need a workshop right now. Everything is available to us. Research center we shouldn't need for the same reason. Okay, yeah, that should be good. So, animal trading. Now we're gonna find them. All right, we want some African wild dogs. Let's see what we get. Oh, we don't have a lot of good options right now. This is unfortunate. Can I? Oh, I probably don't have access to my franchise animals. Uh, So what's cool about the franchise in this game is you can you can breed up the stats of animals, both so that you can release them into the wild and you get conservation points, or just guests like seeing more impressive animals on the whole. And in the franchise mode, you can actually transfer animals between your zoos through the trade center. So breed up a bunch. Oh, hey, I don't need or want another enclosure to have to deal with animals that become territorial with their parents when they get old enough. Ship them off to another zoo, and you have very good statted animals. These are not very good statted animals. Like this is a 6-year-old. How long do these things live? I should look that up because he has very bad longevity. He's like halfway through his lifespan. We can make use of him though, because those other stats are pretty good. All right, Zvi. Zvi? Zvi? No, that's German. We want Zvi. Okay, just why can't I? Oh, there it is. Okay, I have to scroll down. All right, send to zoo. We want our wild dog friend. Go in the. There you go. Good heavens. All right, you are slightly less bad, Vegeta. Go on, go on. There we go. Okay. All right. Hey, look at that. I should not unpause yet, because I am not nearly prepared to have a running zoo. So crime. We need staff. We're gonna want a caretaker to clean up stuff, because once guests come in droves, oh boy, this place gets messy fast. We're gonna want one keeper. I guess we don't have to worry about money, so we can hire as many people as we want right now. Mechanics are good. We'll start with 2 of everybody. Just 2s all around. They all have buddies. Some security guards. Vendors I'm not going to mess with yet because vendors come with shops when you buy shops. We're only going to need 1 vet. You only ever need 1 vet. Educators. Educators are cool. They weren't part of the game originally. It was very hard. Education is guest education there in the middle. When the game first came out, it was so hard and not super clear on how you were supposed to get that ranked up really high. And it was a lot of placing really little annoying things all over the place. There wasn't a good way to really accumulate guest education. efficiently, but adding educators and more items that make it easier and more enjoyable, like the cameras in the tunnels, though that's helped a lot. So they are fun. We're gonna set up a work zone. Okay, so new work zone. Got to specify everything we want the people assigned to it to take care of within their own purview. So like the keeper will use this staff room, will take care of any exhibits in this work zone, but then they won't go elsewhere. So they won't get distracted. Work zone 1, we'll call it the central hub. It's connected pretty well. No, not a new work zone. I do that a lot and I end up with 4 empty work zones and I have no idea why. Okay, so last thing, I think, before we can get this place a running, is going to be guest facilities. We want donation boxes. I mean, it's a sandbox where we have unlimited money, but uh, we'll put all the proceeds directly towards conservation efforts since we don't need to be a zoo for profit here. Other zoos, yes, we do have to run for profit. And in future streams, I probably will actually try setting up a new zoo in the franchise mode where you don't have unlimited money. Um, just that's my favorite way to play this game. But for now, for tonight, we're just hanging out. Yeah, we'll just keep it simple. But for posterity's sake, all proceeds go towards conservation. A food truck? Oh, it's just a shop shell. That's fun. Ha! That's very silly. Oh my, they really have added some new stuff I haven't seen. Okay, we are not going quite that intense. I just want basic buildings. There's somewhere in here, there we go, all the shells. We've got Africa running, so let's do some Africa. I like having long paths, so when you get huge numbers of guests and the lines start coming in, guests will complain if lines are long. So oh, perfect. We'll just scoot some trees out of the way. I'm not deleting them. I like these trees. But we are going to move them so we can put buildings where I want to put buildings. All right, back to facilities. Back to this. Yeah, I see 1 or 2 people have hopped in to hang out with us. Because of me being bad at technology, I'm not entirely sure who you are, but thank you for coming to hang out. We're just playing some nice chill Planet Zoo to round out the night. We played some spoopy games earlier, and that was fun, but it's nice to wind down every now and then with something a little more, wholesome. And I know I have a bunch of friends who would like to watch streams, but they don't really care for like Dead by Daylight or horror stuff, so that is a-okay, and I am happy to accommodate with other content. All right, so we want to do this. All right, let's see. We want drinks. Guests are gonna get thirsty. This place is hot, so yeah, let's do milkshakes. Everybody loves milkshakes. We've got room for a couple more. Energy drinks? Maybe later. Not next to the entrance. They're not gonna need those yet. Slushies? Hell yeah. Soda? I love soda. Well, let's do some soda. What's next? Juice? Smoothies? Ooh, smoothies kind of fit the theme of cold, icy things. Coffee definitely doesn't. I mean, water. Water, yay. Water's good. I have been drinking water. But, I mean, honestly, if you have all these other options to slake your thirst, are you really just going to go with water? Some people will. Those people have a term. They're called healthy monsters. We're going to go smoothies. In a minute. Because I'm selecting for this building. So putting those other things in here would have bound them to this structure still. So if I need to move this, those inserts that are the actual mechanical shop are moving with it. That's a thing I forget about constantly, and I end up goofing a lot. Let's see. So we said we'll put soda on the outside because it is the least icy. There we go. Now we just get some paths. We get our au natural path. We just want the regular width. There we go. Okay. We're getting there. And then we can put some fun little displays in the middle for people to hang out with while they wait. You bugger. Why are you like this? Excuse me? That is yeah. See what I mean? Things get weird with pathing. It's because I'm going back and forth between building based off of a grid and not. But somewhere in here is just the right size to be able to make this work, maybe. Alright, you go away. We're gonna try this again from the top, everybody. Okay, align to grid. I think we can do it this time. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Okay, oh, there's my issue. It was this. Okay, that's all right. We can work with that. We will deselect. We will maybe make this happen. Why? All right, it's gonna get a little weird, but that's all right. There we go. That'll do. Never mind the awkward funnel to it. Bloop. Yeah, now we're perfect path. Ah, man. Good times, good times. Y'all knew I was unhinged, right? Well, you're learning now. Okay. All right, so that's all drinks. We need some other stuff still, but we can let the zoo play while we do. So, oh shit. Yeah, power might be helpful, huh? Okay, this is my warm up for when we actually play a franchise for this. All right. Yep, that's all good in there because it's close to the entrance. There's probably not room to put this like right. I'll be damned. There is. Okay, it cuts into the environment a touch, but I can live with that. Um, we're gonna need some other stuff too before we put food in. Let's see. We don't need water purification yet, but we need bins. We need lots of bins. We need a good. I like There's a couple of these I like, but I usually pick one type and stick with it. I don't change like I do for some of the buildings. Like, hey, we're in Africa. Let's go with the Africa theme. Uh, nah, that ain't me. I pick one style of trash bin for the entire zoo and call it good there. And we'll cover the corners. And next to our donation spots. That's going through the fence. I don't want to clip through the fence. It looks bad. So, bloop. Good enough. And then we'll get our recycling. Is there any functional difference in this game? I'm pretty sure there's not, but that's how I make my zoo. We want a green footprint for this zoo as much as possible. I mean, we won't have it. There's no mechanic to track that, but it makes me feel better as a person. So we're gonna rock and roll with it. Just all the recycling. I mean, yeah, there's a blue bin that could also be recycling, but this one's got the symbol. Planet Zoo's version of the lid scene from SpongeBob. I apologize, Rad. That is not a reference I get. I did not grow up watching SpongeBob. And as an adult, I have not tried to rectify the hat in any capacity. Uh, SpongeBob was my sister's show, and I let them have it. Okay, so we got our electricity. Benches will probably want to have at some point. Oh, that's right. Oh, I forgot about restaurants. They added restaurants as a thing. I mean, we kind of saw them in here for the food stuff, but you can make restaurant areas, and I don't remember exactly how they work. Um, but I think that they'll actually come around. You just put those restaurant tables out, and they'll actually like bring food to the people sitting, which is cool. Very reminiscent of some of the old games. Cool. Signs. Those help, but we have a small zoo. We don't need those yet for, oddly enough, they help with security of all things. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get some talking points. And you want to get, I like getting 2 set up. For crowds of people to come learn about the critters. That's one of the reasons why we have the educators that we do, that we hired. Because they will give talks periodically. I wonder if that's enough space for people to get through in the middle. We're going to find out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'll be able to get through that. I totally did not line that up, though, and I'm going to live with it. Um, but yeah, the educators, no, that is incorrect. Game, no. There we go. Hey, yep. You gotta love when you make happy sounds at work. You know, you just love your job enough. You just, hey, yep, your way through the day. Exactly. Thank you. So we're gonna make this look all fancy. Do we need to? Absolutely not. But talking points actually get an education boost based on how nice things are around them. So like adding railing isn't really gonna do anything for us. But you put some really nice displays like trees and statues and stuff, and you can get some really nice looking talking points. But so the educators come around. We're gonna link seating to these two. Yeah, scenery rating is hot garbage. I am aware. Thank you. Right. The animals need to be in there before we can select them. But so you select a month that they'll talk through. So I like doing 2 so that we can stagger. So that's March. So we want September. I like doing every half of the year apart. I'm not going to sweat music this time. Are my animals done in their? Oh no. I just put them in the trade center. I don't think I put them in quarantine. That's the problem. Well, we got any better specimens? Nope. Okay. I goofed them. My bad. Okay, send to zoo. There's our quarantine. So I will get a notice when they're out and clear of quarantine, and we'll put them in our zoo. And then people will actually show up. Because right now, we have literally 0 guests. Oh, you look like you might be a guest. Nope, you are a worker. You might be an educator. I was trying to think of what the purple outfit is. Okay, so let's see. I mean, guests don't need to eat. They're going to sneak their own food in anyway. I'm not guilty of doing that. Yeah, I mean, we've all done it. We've all done it. But that's a good point. I hadn't done food and I'd already forgotten that I hadn't. So we'll go back and finish that up because guests will want that. Do we want to stick with the African? Yeah, we'll stick with the African here. Excuse me, trees. Excuse me. Go to the places where people will be. Enhance the views. Oh no, that wasn't supposed to happen, but okay. All right, you can go there. Good enough. All right, facilities. It's in line-ish. Also in line-ish. All All right, now we have to figure out what we want to feed these people. Let's see, we've got Bernie's Bakes, Chief Beef, Cosmic Cow Ice Cream, default European restaurant, Hot Dog Squad, Mexcellente. We gotta have Mexcellente. That name is just too fun. Mexcellente. Missy Good, I think, is barbecue, if I remember right. Monsieur Frites does French fries. I would imagine probably more than just plain French fries, like Cajun fries, poutine if we're feeling fancy. I mean, if I could fully, you can do some menu control, but I don't think you can add something the game doesn't already have. But I would absolutely put poutine, in my in my Afghanistan grasslands zoo. That's what you need is poutine. And then we got pizza pen, we got vending machines. Oh, I forgot I made this one. We'll have to do that next. And then the counters are just less intrusive than these things, so you can set up. Here, I'll show you. So you can just set up something like this and put up some more scenery to have sort of a minimalist look to some of your shop areas. Bernie's Bakes has a full freaking deal. Okay. Let's get some ice cream because it's hot here. What are you? Oh, I clicked out of the grouping thing. I was wondering why it was tap dancing all over the structure. Yep, moo. Not to be confused with the Chief Beef moo. It doesn't actually moo. Uh, Excelente, hot dogs, pizza. I mean, who doesn't love pizza? Let's be real. A pizza pen. What's this restaurant look like? Oh, that's I guess the default shell for the restaurant. That's cool. I hadn't really noticed that before. And let's see, we have ice cream. I already forgot our first one. That was Mexcellente. We've got pizza. We need fries, I think. We need a side. Oh no, who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? I am very wrong. Uh, we want dessert. The other dessert. We have cold dessert, now we want hot dessert. And now we're going to watch me struggle to make paths again. Because I can only imagine this is going to go about the same as it did before. Oh, there it is. You bastard. You bastard game. I should know better by now. All right. One more time from the top, everybody. And there we go. Bloop, 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 bloop. And you might actually work on the right size. Nope, not 30. 30's too big. I mean, I would love guests to fill out a 30-foot path, but I don't think we're going to get there tonight. Okay, and the animals are done in quarantine. They have been for a hot minute. So, let's get them out of here and into our park. All right, select all. Move. Yeah, running to get them. All right, you ready? We're going to have a reveal. Da-da-da-da, because they're going to come get plopped right here. All right, let's see some painted doggos. Oh my. Oh, look at you, painted pupper. Oh, look at you go. Look at you go. I love it. Oh, so good. Oh, shaking. You gotta shake off the rain. Look, just, just look at those ears. What are you gonna do with all those ears? You're gonna regulate body temperature. That's what. I mean, I know the answer, but what you gonna do with all them ears? Okay, how are they doing? How did I build their terrain? Not enough of some soil and too much long grass. We can work with that. We'll just smear some shit. There we go. There we go. Hey up. Hey up. Nailed it. Okay. We got their coverage decent. And they tolerate all the plants. They're not super fond of the daisies, but they don't hate them, which is all we really need. Are they properly enriched? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. We're gonna have to check back, because I can't make them do anything, so I can't make them play with the exciting stuff. Let's see, rotation line feeder. Okay. Look at those pupper dogs. Look at them just. Oh no, I didn't give you guys bedding. I am sorry. I don't make a habit of letting my animals sleep on concrete. Don't. Before that accusation gets thrown around, I'm just gonna nip it in the bud now. There we go. Plenty of straw. That must be an educator. Yeah, because they still walk around and educate people without the time frame on these. They just these draw in big crowds, and you get a higher education effectiveness from it. Hey, yep, beautiful. Look at them go. They won't feed the animals for a while just because they enter with a full stomach essentially. So don't worry, there's not food in there right now, but they will be taken care of. Slightly concerned that box was so little and then they chucked it into the air. Oh, don't worry, they do the same thing when it's like an elephant or a badger. Heyo. This is very different heyo. All right. Very different vibes, and I'm for it. Okay, so we technically have a zoo. Uh, while we celebrate the fact that we have a zoo, are you doing the thing? You're not doing the thing. Damn. I am gonna step away for a minute, but you can follow this dear sweet painted pupper dog. Uh, Before I step away, though, one of the things that's fun is they actually have color genetics in this game, and they are. And I say genetics because you can breed for colors and coat patterns on species. So like Vegetae doesn't really have, as far as I can tell, a ton of like white, but I think Zvi has a little bit more. Maybe not a ton. Uh, Rusty red, black, and white. Rusty red, black, and white. Okay, yeah, but you can get some that have like more white or more black or whatever. And pretty much any animal in this game, I believe, can get albino or melanistic, where it's like albino but all black. And those are breedable traits, so that you can try and farm them if those are a thing you want in your animals. So that's really cool. I love that for this. Ooh, are you? No, you're not. You're just gonna you're just gonna brush up against that zebra like an indifferent cat. You do know you're a canine, right? Of course you do. Look at those fucking ears. You know everything you need to know. But I will be right back while you guys follow this pupper around for a bit. If you have any animals you want to see, think about it and throw it into chat, and I'll see if I can accommodate you when I come back. As I shake the camera a little bit with my departure. Oh, look at that tail. Oh, you stopped wagging. I saw it though. You like that chew toy. Look, I could do this all day. Like, this just makes me so stupidly happy. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Do we have any votes? For new animals? No? Okay, well, you're leaving it up to me then, and that's always a risk. I know Pez had requested before going to bed. Hey, look at that! Those two dogs have already brought in 160 people. But Pez had requested dog, so this dog, and pig, which I know the pig she wanted. Common warthog. I couldn't remember what else it was besides warthog. But they're pretty chill, pretty easy. We should be able to throw one of these together pretty quick. Okay, 1 to 7. And they live for 18 years. Okay. Male. Okay, so we only want one male. We'll go ahead and get them brought in so they can quarantine while we build. We'll probably run over a little bit, but that's okay. Any better stat? Ooh, ooh, look at you. Hell yeah. You're both pretty decent. Yeah, we'll get you both. Yes. Because African wild dogs can have packs of up to like 27, so we can get a couple with better stats. So, get you into some quarantine, and then we'll go back and adjust our species search to not the ostrich. Wertherg. We'll get some Pumbas. Okay, well, I mean, you got pretty good stats all around otherwise, and these things reproduce like nobody's freaking business. So we'll be able to breed good stats into them in no time. Okay. Nope. Well, they took Khalid already. Suhaila. We still got okay. Send to Zoo. I know how to play this game. I swear. Okie doke. So let's see. We got to build a pig pen so that we can be big pigs too. Hoy. Or I suppose in this version we can be big pigs too. Hey, yup. Okay, we can use the same fence that we have for the puppers, which is nice. Now, is our shading the right direction? Absolutely 100% not. That's okay, we can fix that pretty easy. The warthogs don't need a big space. There we are. Hey, yep. Oh wait, that is the menu I wanted. Alright, select the whole damn thing. And switch it. There we go. Okay. Now more fun with paths. We'll see if I can base it off of this grid. Diseased animal? I literally just got these animals and they passed the quarantine. What the hell? Well, I mean, the vet will take care of it. Yeah. Alright, one more try. Come on. Base it. I can't base it off of you, can I? Okay, fine. We'll do all the others and try to connect you the vaguely normal way. Maybe maybe we won't be able to notice. All right, come on, come on. There we go. Oh my. Elevating platform of the 21st century. Anybody? It's not what I had in mind for my zoo, but oh no, it's because I hit shift. That's right. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Not even remotely what I wanted. Okay, just base off of here. Okay, we're yeah, I'm done. I'm done with the grid. We're gonna freehand paths from now on. It just gets a little too fussy for my wanting to deal with. You can go. Come on, we can do it. Oh no, maybe we can't. Okay, we're gonna do it again. This is gonna look terrible, but we're doing it, so freaking help me. Nope, you son of a... What have I done? I have made this so much worse. Uh, nope, nope. Big undo, big undo. Oh my god. Oh, it's terrible. Why am I terrible at this? Okay. Uh, I guess people just can't get close on this side. Yep, people just won't get close on this side. We'll put a display or something there instead. Yep, yep, that's what it's gonna be. Oh, that's right. That's what we'll put there. It's perfect. This panned out beautifully. We'll put our keeper door, and that's the only thing that will be allowed in that space other than trees. Oops. Don't mind me. Why only... I'm pretty sure... Can we... Wait a minute. Why is everything black? That's not supposed to happen either. Okay, now, whole thing. We want that side and not the other one. Okay, we're good. All right, we're getting the hang of this, slow but sure. We'll work on that path here in a minute. Right, staff alerts. Okay. Oh, hey, they're mating. Cool. Quarantine passed. Quarantine passed. Okay, sweet. Well, let's get the dogs in at least. I mean, we could put the warthogs in, but they're gonna be real unhappy for a hot minute. Down here. Move. Y'all go there. And then we need some warthog stuff. Okay. Species. The Kamoon Warthog. Alright, food and water. Water pipe. We already know that's my preferred method of water since they don't need to swim. Large food trough. Hell yeah. Keep them piggos fat and cactus. Which I realize that's not a thing you know. A bit of a family inside joke, the phrase fat and cactus. When you're trying to say fat and happy, but you're at a Mexican restaurant and you look over and happen to see a cactus and it interrupts your thought, that happened to my sister-in-law. So, fat and cactus. Wooden basic shelter. How about that? We'll mix it up. But Pez specifically requested pig as an homage to her original playing of Zoo Tycoon back in the day, because really the only way to really succeed in that game with any regularity early on, at least if you're a kid and don't understand the intricacies of uh, a management game, um, were that's too much. The best thing to do is just get warthogs and put them in, and they bred so fast, and their little warthoglets looked like tiny little black grains of rice running around all over the place because the graphics were atrocious. Uh, and so you just let them breed, and that would bring people in because the game would just register the amount of animals you had in your zoo, not necessarily that some are more prestigious than others. So that's how that went, and it was very fun. Yeah, we got food. Enrichment for a warthog. Cardboard box. Oh, yeah. I mean, who doesn't love to just, shove their face in a cardboard box and yeet it around for a minute? We'll get them wallowing. Gotta have a wallowing pit. A scratching tree. Why? How is this obstructed in any capacity over here? Do you really need that much? Okay, whatever, but it's not that fine. Just take it. Just have it, game. Okay, scent marker. Ooh, wind chimes. They're gonna. Oh, wait. We don't have any food enrichment. So we're gonna want a forage box. You. You need to move. Okay, you're going up here. We want a forage box for these little goovers. You know what? I think our trough is the problem. So, trough gets moved. There. Hey, yep. Oh, we had it. There we go. That's good. So now we've got at least some stuff to see for all parts. Okay, nature. I don't remember what you qualify as. Pretty much the same. Africa grassland. Cool, but tropical and not. Hey, yep. Tropical and not desert. So we'll get a little bit more variety in here. There's a lot of tropical plants for Africa. I mean, surprise, it's like Africa has a lot of tropical space. All right, what do we... Oh, hell yeah. The baobab tree. Look at this majestic alien asshole. Just like, what even are these trees? These things exist in real life, and they're just insane. Like, this is this is just an angry kohlrabi. That's all it is. Like, they're ridiculous, and I love that they exist. But I cannot put them in the zoo because they are so difficult to navigate around for visibility. uh, let's see. We don't want palms. What do we got? Fever tree. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that majestic thing. And they're not a climbing species, so I don't have to worry about them going up and getting out. If I had primates in here at all, oh, you have to be careful what trees you put in with primates because they will yeet themselves over the fence indiscriminately, and I believe they have no fall damage, so they will do it from way up here, straight onto the ground. All right, that's good enough. So, Warthoogs, it is your time. Get in here. Okay. Habitat 2, I should probably add work zones and update those. Habitat 3, why? Uh, we'll go with Pumbaa Place. Uh, but why is it 3? It is my second habitat, guys. I'm bad at math, but even I know that that ain't right. Good gracious. All right, game. This game realizes that it is late. It would seem. What? How late is it? Oh, it's not as late as I thought. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. Warthoogs. Oh no, we're missing the arrival. I'm so sorry. Look at you. Look at that majestic brick of filthy greatness. Like those tusks. Oh boy. I can't even imagine what it'd be like having that sticking out of your face. Look at them though. Those are some solid beasts. I wouldn't want that thing angry and trying to resolve issues at me. Mm-mm. Hard pass, thank you. Okay, how did we do on setting their stuff up? They want more soil. Okay, we can do that. Just, we'll put it around their wallowing spots first. That makes the most sense to me. Oh, oh, Abby. Oh, baby. Good gracious, this dog. She a stinky dog. Like, I know dog gas is, just bad all around, but like, I've never met a dog with gas as potent and offensive as my dog. All right, they want more trees. They are not happy with just the fever tree. That's okay, friends. We can do it. A custard apple tree. Oh, that's kind of cool. Hey, yep. Oh, I got a great and terrible idea. It's just a little cherry on top. Boop. They got a pom pom. Dog rose bush. You guys want some rose bushes? Oh, that one's got flowers on it. Hell yeah. Does that one? No, it doesn't. Unfortunate. Not the palm trees. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna like that. We'll give you the green grass. There's random. Ooh, elephant ears. I think they like those. Elephant ears are fun. They always make me think Jurassic Park. Just they're a very prehistoric looking plant. Elephant grass? That's a little much, I think, for such a small animal. Oh, well, I was still in editing mode, so all of these things are now linked to this animal shelter. Yep, there they are. That's okay. Oh, good gracious, Abby. Come on, baby. Tickets are underpriced. Well, I love to hear that. They're awfully happy about that warthog just flopping over. Environment. Okay, barely enough coverage, but they're all right with it. They still like the fever trees best. Badoop. Holy crap, we're at 300 people. Well, look at us kicking butt, huh? Alright, quick chat check. Can only imagine what it'll be like to be gored by them tusks. I know, right? Like, oh, I don't even. I think, like, one of the worst. I think the worst part of that for me, because I won't go into detail because we are having a nice wholesome game. I will not go into gruesome knit and grit of injuries and their effects. But I have thoughts. I have thoughts because I am a strange person. Work zones. That's what I'm here for. Do what I actually set out to do. All right. So we want you to actually get cared for, you know, and the talking points. I guess this doesn't matter. I haven't assigned any staff to work zones. Nuts. Okay, vet. You go to Central Hub, Keeper, Central Hub, Central Hub, Educator, Central Hub, Central Hub, Mechanics. Security guards, no work zone. You just wander free for now. Same with the caretakers. There's not really anywhere else to go, but and the vendors I'll just let do their own thing. They'll still come use the staff room. At least they should. Underprice. Let's try $5. No, that is not $5. All right, let's do 6 and 4. 6 and 4. We'll go with that. Hmm. Okay, okay. We're moving on. We're moving on. All right, we're gonna break away from Africa though, because I know what I want to do next. Because they're a recent addition to this game, and I have put them in before, but I want to do it again because I like them. Default small animal habitat. Oh, I know what goes in there. Haha. Yes, I do. And we'll get to those in a bit, but I want to put in some badgers because I think badgers are freaking fun. Terrain modification failed. Oh, don't you give me that. Oh my God, it's because it was the pathing was being stupid on the map where I built this and it you why? That is so oh my goodness. Insane. What are we even doing here, game? Like what the actual? How about over here? Will you just randomly decide you want to be agreeable over here instead? No. No, you will not. Okay. So, we're not going to do badges right now. We'll do the other one though. I think you're going to like them because it is a fun one. Honestly, it is one of the animals I put in right away, almost all of the time. Okay, so it's not me. I think it's the path. I don't think it's just my blueprints, even though I was doing that with them. Why? Oh my God, they never do this to me. Usually they work just fine. I apparently just have to put them well away from any paths, which is dumb. So, okay, we're not gonna mess with that. Nuts. Okay, well, that's that, I guess. But yeah, let's see. Who's stealing you for Final Fantasy stuff? We'll talk later. Yeah, have a good night, Rad. Thanks. We'll see you later. I was actually thinking, I'm not sure where I'm gonna go with this little zoo project, but I've had fun with this. I go long stints without playing this game, and then I come back to it like tonight and wonder why has it been so long. So I think this is something I want to play again on stream in the future during more like, regular streaming hours. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this, even if you're just kind of lurking, appreciate it for background and occasionally poking in at animals. I am happy to do this. I can play this game for a long time. I have a lot of hours logged in this game just because this is one of those depression games for me. I've had several winters where seasonal depression kicked in, and I was on this game a lot since I work when it's not winter primarily. So had the time, And oh my God, okay, we got to end looking at these doggos though. I didn't realize there have been so many of them already because they give birth in litters. Oh, you get it. Oh, you get it. Look at these little cuties. Look at them just splashing. Ah, and yipping. Oh, it's exhausting being a parent, isn't it, buddy? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, oh, don't suck up the kid. Nope. Okay, good. Just sucked up the poop, but not the child. That's what we want to see. Ah, they're so good. But anyway, yes, I will leave this stream here for now, I think. But tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to be back playing Project Zomboid with my buddy Bogue. Which Project Zomboid, if you haven't checked it out, it's pretty low graphics, so it's not like super visually gory, but I mean there is some blood. It is a zombie game, so I mean it still is a bit intense if you're not in for that sort of thing. Mostly the thing with it is there are jump scares if you get surprised by a zombie, like you open a door and you didn't know it was there. Um, but otherwise, we're gonna do that. It's a ton of fun. Um, and then that'll be my last stream for this week, probably, unless I do. Well, no, that'll probably be my last stream. I might be able to convince Pez to sit through me maybe trying this again on Thursday evening. But I'm going out of town for the weekend, so I won't be able to do anything until next week, and then going out of town again the weekend after that. So, uh, really, this and tomorrow are probably going to be it until the middle of next week. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hopefully, this was, if nothing else, some nice background sound and some adorable animals to end your night with, or sustain you through the night. I don't know your plans. Um, but yeah, uh, I'll get through my Midwest goodbye. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you on the next stream, which is tomorrow at about 2 o'clock, or the next one you can make. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night. If I can remember where my